Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you can play a song called 17 Again by Brantley Gilbert. And I'm kind of working off a lyric video that I found for this. It sounded slightly out of tune. I guess they're doing that to avoid copyright. But we're going to kind of walk through a couple things in reposition. For that particular version that I was listening to, you capo on first fret to kind of match the recording. I hope that's pretty close to the recorded version. But the way that you start on C major is first finger goes to the B on the first fret, second finger on the D second fret, and third finger on the A string third fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord and it sounds really, really happy. Now you may also want to lift off the first finger and kind of make that a C major 7, or you could add in the pinky on the B string third and make that a C major 9, kind of say some things around the C major. Or another way to play C major 9 would be doing first finger on the D second, second finger on the A third, third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third, kind of working that for your C major 9. And then from the C we'll be going to an A minor chord. The way you play A minor, first finger goes to the B on the first fret, second finger on the D second fret, and third finger on the G string second fret. And if you strum all those together, the sad sounds of A minor. Now while you're on A minors in general though, it can be kind of cool to lift the first finger, make that an A sus2, or you could add in the pinky on the B string third and make that an A suspended chord, kind of say some things around the A minor. Or you could lift off the third finger and make that an A minor 7, or you could add in the pinky on the high E third for an A minor 7, or you may kind of dig on an A7 sus, where you do first finger on the D second, second finger on the G second, third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third. Kind of work that for your A. So it's slightly more unresolved. That might be kind of cool to work that C change, the A7 sus, and not have to move 3 and 4. And then from the A minor on our intro, we go to a G major chord. We play G major. First finger goes to the A on the second fret, second finger on the low E third fret, and third finger on the high E third fret. And if you strum all those together, the beautiful sounds of G major. Now you may also want to add in the third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third. Kind of work that for your G major. Kind of dig on that sound. And then from the G we'll be going to an F major chord. And we'll talk about actually a couple easy ways to do this, but normally you do this as a first fret bar, second finger on the G second fret, third finger on the A third fret, and the pinky on the D string third fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an F major chord and it sounds really, really happy. And a good substitute for that though would be an F major 7, where you do first finger on the B first fret, second finger on the G second fret, third finger on the D third fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, it sounds an F major 7 and sounds really, really groovy happy. Although, if you're kind of digging on kind of that C major 9 voicing to the A7 sus to the G, kind of leaving 3 and 4 down, you may want to think about using an F major 13, which sounds important, and it's a very cool chord. But you can put first finger on the G second fret, second finger on the D third fret, and leave 3 on the B third, pinky on the high E third. And kind of work that for your F. If you kind of dig on kind of almost like that drone idea, kind of that D and G note kind of coming out of each chord, you may dig on that. And there's a couple rhythm options you may want to think about through the song. You could kind of work this as kind of an 8 down count on each chord. And I'm adding a little bit of right hand muting, kind of with my right hand. So I'm going to get the flat of my right hand and kind of laying it down on top of the saddle. If you kind of dig on that, that might be kind of a cool option. Or one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So if you took the C and just tried that a lot, you have down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up. So try that through that intro progression. You'd have C, A minor, G, F. Kind of dig on that. And what it really sounds like through the recording is something called a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot to the beat, right now we're kind of dividing that beat into 2 parts with our down, down, up, up, down, up. 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is down, 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 up, up, down, down, up, down. And what I mean by that is if you take the C and do a down for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you'd be doing on the first beat. Then on the second beat, you do a down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 up, down, down, up. And then on the third beat, you do a up on 2, down on 3. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 up, down, 1 up, down, 1 up, down. And then on the with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, 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 down. So all together, you got down, 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 down. So we tried that through that intro progression. You have the C, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you take the C and do it down on 1 and up on 4, you'd be going 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up, down, up, down. That's what you'd be doing on the first beat. And then on the second beat, you do it up on 2, down on 3. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. But then on the third beat, you do it up on 2, up on 4. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up. Down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, 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 down. So all together, you got down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, down. And what can also be cool is to kind of add a little bit of that right hand beating we were talking about with the downs, but to that strum pattern. So I can also make it kind of a little bit sneaky. So I'm kind of taking the flat of my right hand, laying it down on the saddle, still kind of working that strum pattern. So you're going to experiment with that too. So we tried that through that intro progression. You have the C, A minor, G, F, and then from there, then we'll be going into our verse part. And our verse kind of mixes up a lot of those things we're talking about. And you could work it any of those ways. Kind of C, A minor, pre-chorus. And the weird part on our pre-chorus is we kind of half an A minor and a G. So if you're doing the downs, actually you may want to do kind of just the 4 downs on each of those chords and then do your whole an 8 on the F. Or if you're doing the down, down, up, up, down, you may want to do just the down, down on those chords. You just don't have as much time on those chords. Or if you're doing the 16th pattern, you could work kind of down, down, down up on each chord and kind of half them that way. Or you could split the pattern, which can be very, very cool, where you do the A minor with the down, 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 up, and then go to the G for the up, down, down, up, down, up. And do the F with the whole pattern. Or if you're using the other 16th pattern, this gets really cool. You can do the A minor with the down, up, and then go to the G for the down, up, down, up, down, up. It's kind of half the strum pattern that way. So we tried that with kind of our downs and our down, down, up, down, up. We'd have kind of the A minor, G, F, A minor, G, F. So we're gonna have this big build up at the end of that where you may want to just do downs and maybe even stop kind of on that last F. Or if you're working the 16th pattern, you'd have the A minor, G, that way. And then from there, then we'll be going into our chorus part, which is kind of another variation of our verse. Now the weird part is to play along with Brantley Gilbert, instead of starting on a C major chord, at least the recording I was listening to, you start on a D flat major chord. So what you want to do is take a capo and put it on the first fret, and now your C is really a D flat major, and your A minor is really a B flat minor, and your G is really an A flat major, and your F is really a G flat major. I take it from the very beginning, you word that intro any of those ways, kind of C, A minor, G, F. And from there, then we'll be going into our first verse. So we have our C, A first chorus, we can work that in any of those ways to kind of C, A minor, G, F, C, A minor, G, F, A minor. On that first chord, we got a big G before we go back into kind of our intro idea. It's kind of a chorus tag. Now, one other thing I think about adding to the song, though, is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, up, you can throw in a bass for the chord. So on the C, you'd have the A for the bass. On the A minor, you'd have the A string for the bass. On the G, you'd have low E for the bass. And on the F major, if you're doing the bar, you'd have the low E string for your bass. Down, up, down. On the F major 7, on the F major 13, you'd have the D string for the bass. So we try our intro with kind of a bass down, up, down, up. We have the C, A minor, G, F. Or if you're digging on the 16th pattern, you could add basses to that and make it a bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or bass, bass, down, down, up, bass, down, up, down, or bass, bass, down, 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 up. So we tried it that way. You'd have the C, into our next verse. So we can add basses to that and kind of have that C, A minor, F, If we're getting on the 16th, C, A minor, F. From that verse, then we're going into our next pre-chorus part. And on the A minor G, you may want to work it as kind of just a bass down up on each one. You're working the down, down, up, down, up. Or if you want to kind of split that pattern, you can do it as kind of a bass down on the A minor and then an up, down on the G. So that would be kind of a cool option too. So the A minor, G, F, A minor, G, and then our F build up before our second chorus. Or if you're digging on the 16th with the basses, you have the A minor, G, F, A minor, G, F. Or if you're digging on the other 16th pattern, you may want to work that as a bass, bass, up, down, for that A minor G change. So you have the A minor, G, our second chorus, which is kind of a little variation actually of our first chorus. So instead of that A minor G at the very end, we end up with an F and a G. So we got a C, A minor, G, F, C, bridge where we could add bass down, up, too. Kind of A minor, G with low E bass, low E bass, low E bass. Or if you're digging on the 16th, you have the A minor, G, F, and G, kind of the bridge. And from there, then we go into our next chorus, which is kind of like our second chorus. So C, A minor, can kind of throw in kind of an extra G to kind of help lead to that last C chord at the very, very end. But that's the basics of how you can strum through 17 again by Brantley Gilbert. So good luck.